Yes, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. We've got something different this week. I'm finally doing a video with predictions for this week's Premier League fixtures on Saturday, the 21st of October. We've got 8 football matches this day, so there's going to be a lot of action that day, so let's get stuck in. Now, I wanted to mention before we continue my gammy eye.
I'm going to take care of you.
For some reason, when it gets cold, it gets really itchy and agitated. It's like hay fever in the winter. It's bizarre. So if it's a bit red, it looks a bit weird. You know why? Make sure you keep watching until the end of the video because I'm going to put this all into one bet and I'm going to give you guys a chance to win half of the winnings if it comes in. So stay to the end and I'll let you know how to enter. Just so you guys know, we've got a free Telegram channel. The link is in the description. It's completely free. I'll give you betting insights every so often and so far it's doing well. The most recent ones we've had Switzerland under-21s versus Montenegro under-21s. I told you guys there's going to be a lot of goals and it was 2-1 within 30 minutes and it ended 4-2. So a lot of people earned well from that. We also had Wrexham versus Salford. Another one I told you guys there's going to be a lot of goals, a lot of action. It's going to be a crazy game. And it was what was it, 2-1 to Salford in the first half. And then ended up being 3-2 to Wrexham. So again, a lot of you guys earned from that. So well done. We had one yesterday as well. Azerbaijan against Austria. I thought there was going to be more goals, to be honest. However, I did say overall I think Austria will win it. And they went on and won it. So yeah, the Telegram channel is free. Link is in description. And I shall see you in there. Okay, so we start off with Liverpool versus Everton. What a great game to start with. So Liverpool have scored over 1.5 goals in their last 8 home games in all competitions. And to be fair, Everton haven't been too bad away from home. They beat Villa in the Cup and they also beat Brentford 3-1. Every game has ended in over 2.5 goals as well for Everton away from home. So that's not a bad market to look at actually, over 2.5 goals. However, for this game, I do think Liverpool are too strong for Everton here. And I think they're going to be scoring goals against Everton. They're probably going to put a few past them. So I'm going for a Liverpool win and for them to score over 1.5 goals. And the odds for this is 1.44. Next, we have Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. You know, Newcastle had a bit of a rocky start to the season. However, they're in full swing now. They beat PSG 4-1 at home. They drew 2-2 against West Ham, but even the results before that, they've been grabbing their wins. They're doing well again. Palace's last away win was against Man U, and it was 1-0. And they're performing pretty well this season under Roy. To be fair to them, they are doing well. However, once again, I'm giving the edge to the home team here. I think they're going to win it, Newcastle, and their odds for a straight win are 1.44. Next, Man City versus Brighton. I don't know, I think Brighton, they're not doing very well recently. They're going through a bit of a rough patch. They were without a win in 4 games in all competitions. They did get a draw against Liverpool 2-2, which was good, to be fair to them. However, you know, Man City at home they're just something else, man. They're just something else. Last year at the Etihad, Man City beat Brighton 3-1, and the season before that, they beat them 3-0. So for this one, I'm going for a Man City win and for them to score over 1.5 goals. The odds for this are 1.5. Next, we have Bournemouth versus Wolves. Now, this is a tough game. Bournemouth, they've lost 3 Premier League games on the spin, conceding 10 goals. So they've got a very leaky defence. And at home, they've scored 0. No goals in the last 3 games at home for Bournemouth. Now, when it comes to Wolves, their main issue last year was they just couldn't score. They didn't have that prolific striker. However, this year, they seem to be scoring goals. They're doing okay. The only thing is they're also conceding goals. Not great. Another thing for Wolves, in their last 6 games, all of the games have ended with both teams scoring. And that includes 1 cup game. I do think Wolves are going to be a bit stronger than Bournemouth here. Bournemouth at home are just doing really bad. They're conceding loads. They're not scoring. But to play it safe, we're going for a double chance with either a draw or Wolves to win. And the odds are 1.53. Now we have Brentford and Burnley. Again, I think this is actually a tougher game than the odds show. So they've got Brentford as like favourites by quite a bit. However, they haven't been that great at home. They've not won at home yet this season. They've got 3 draws and 1 loss. Burnley away from home, they've been okay. 1 draw, 1 loss, 1 win. Every home game at Burnley this year has ended with both teams scoring. and 3 out of the 4 have ended in over 2.5 goals. And there's been goals for Burnley away as well. In their last 3 games, 2 have ended in over 1.5 and 1 has ended in over 2.5 goals. It's hard to call a winner in this one, going by form, so I'm going for... what am I going for? I'm going for over 2.5 goals, and the odds are 1.8. Next, we have Nottingham Forest versus Luton. You know, they're both having quite a tough start this year. Forest with 9 points, Luton with just 4 points. Forest have not won since 2nd of September in the league. However, it's only been 1 loss since that time, and they've had 3 draws. Luton have played 4 games away and they've only won 1 game, and that was the most recent one against Everton, which they won 1-0. However, overall, I think Nottingham Forest have the much stronger team. They've got that home advantage. I'm going for a Forest straight win with odds of 1.53. Now we've got the biggest game of the Saturday, in my opinion, which is Chelsea versus Arsenal. Should be a cracking game. Chelsea are starting to perform a bit better. They've got 3 wins on the spin, including a cup game against Brighton. However, their last 2 home league games have actually ended in a loss to Villa and to Forest. Arsenal are going to be full of confidence. You know, they beat City the other week 1-0. They're going to be up for this. Chelsea have not beaten Arsenal at Stamford Bridge since 2018 in the league. That's nuts. 5 years and not 1 win. I was surprised by that. I didn't actually know that until I was doing my research. I didn't realise they had that sort of dominance over there. Since that time, Arsenal have grabbed 3 wins and 1 draw. So for this, I am going to go for an Arsenal win with odds of 2.1. Now the last game of the Saturday, we have Sheffield United versus Man United. 8 PM kickoff under the lights. There's a lot of pressure on Man U for this one. It's going to be a good one, I think. A very good one. Sheffield sit bottom of the table with just the 1 point. And their last home game was the 8-0 defeat to Newcastle. Now Man U, for the money they're spending and stuff, they're having a poor season. The pressure's on. They've got a terrible defence at the moment. However, their last away game was against Burnley. They won that one 1-0. Not very convincing, but, you know, at least they won. The last 2 times these teams played each other at Bramall Lane, Man U won both. However, it was not easy for them, with one game being 3-2 to Man U and the other being 2-1 to Man U. So, close games. They weren't easy, and I don't think this game's going to be easy either. With Sheffield being at home under the lights, I just feel like the atmosphere is going to be nuts for Sheffield. I do think they're going to perform really well. I can't call what result it's going to be. I actually think it could go either way. I really do. The way Man U are at the moment, they're just so dodgy. It's hard to call. And their odds for a straight win is like 1.36. And I just don't think that's worth it at all. I really don't. So because of the atmosphere being under the lights and Man United's leaky defence, I still think Man U will score. But I do think Sheffield fans, under the lights and that, I think they're going to push their team forward. So I can see them scoring. I'm going for both teams to score, and the odds of that are 1.73. Now, I've put all these selections into an accumulator, and the odds of this comes to 48.04. So £10 returns 480 quid. Not bad at all, right? Now, do I recommend you do these accumulators for long-term betting success and to earn regular money from betting? No, these are just for fun, to make Saturdays a little bit interesting. That is all. Am I confident that this bet will come in? Nope. That's why the odds are 48. Yeah, it's a bit too high. However, I am going to place this bet of £10, which returns £480. And I'm going to give you guys a chance to win half of it if it comes in. All you've got to do is comment on this video below and give me your opinions of these selections. Do you think one of them's definitely going to come in? Do you think one is completely wrong? I don't mind either way, you know, as long as you give your thoughts and back it up, that's sweet. You know, I'm not always going to be 100% right. It's football. A lot of it's all opinionated, so it's good to hear both sides. So comment below and you'll be in a chance to win half of the money if it comes in. So it's worth a shot. What I would do if you take your betting seriously and you want to put on a serious bet this weekend, I would go through what I've said, look at the selections and do your own research on each one. Maybe pick 2 or 3 of these selections which you think have a good strong chance of coming in. Do a little bit further research and a little bit more digging into them, and then do a double. Or yeah, do a double, don't do a treble, do a double, pick 2, do a double. And the odds are going to be at least 2.4 and above. So you're going to get over double your money if you pick 2. But like I said, do your own research first. Don't go straight in. Don't just go by this. Yeah, happy days. And that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a bit different. We'll come back and see how bad they done, or hopefully good. Hopefully good. But we'll soon find out on Saturday. So this is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy football betting and you enjoy this content, please make sure you hit like and subscribe. Join the Telegram group. Link is in description. And I shall see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Good luck with all your betting. Peace.